Good evening, my dear J Warriors. This is your Captain Shreyas. You are all waiting anxiously for the answer key to be released officially by NTA. But the smart ones have already started their preparation for JEE Advance or even boards together, not just boards, not just JEE Advance. And if you are thinking that I'll wait for the answer key, then wait for the final key, then wait for the result, then prepare for the boards, then think about second means, and then I will think about advanced, you are going to go back 100 to 1000 steps. So remember that every single day that you think about what to do or you think about doing other things, there are so many students who have already started their journey for JEE Advance. And let me tell you, there are only 100 students who will get top 100 ranks. There are only 1000 students who will get the top 1000 ranks. There are only 10,000 top seats in IIT, and only 10,000 students will get that. It's not going to magically increase to 40,000, although the JEE advanced ranks will be declared to 40,000 approximately. But remember, the branch of your choice, the college of your choice will get over in the top ranks. And to get that, it's not like you need to score full. It's not like mains or board exam. Even getting 50 to 60% marks is considered to be really good. So you don't have to plan for solving everything. So my dear warriors, listen to every single thing that I'm going to tell you regarding JEE Advance and its preparation, and how do we tackle it along with boards. And of course, we want good score in our second mains attempt, right? So everybody out here, quickly smash the like button if you have not done that, and subscribe to the channel for your Captain Shreyas. And I have been teaching, mentoring, guiding kids for more than 13 plus years. I myself cracked JEE mains and advanced during my times and got almost full marks in the physics paper of JEE advanced, which was then subjective. And I have made sure that thousands of my students and kids not only clear the regular entrance exams but also crack and get into IITs, triple ITs, and BITs. And I'm extremely proud of this. This year, it's your turn to get my mentorship. Now, see, guys, your board exam is always going to be like a foundation. It's like the base of everything. Although many people might scold boards or might not like the rote learning of boards, but yes, boards is the foundation, guys. Mains is like your filter. Many people think mains is my ultimate goal, but wrong. Mains is a filter, and the filter happens where 90% of the students get eliminated and 10% then clear for JEE Advance, and you finish finally in the JEE Advance, and then you crack to get a seat into IIT. This is how you should look at it. It's a game of perception. Why I'm calling mains as a filter, you should understand. Because if you look at it that way, only then you will prepare for JEE Advance. If you think mains is the exam, mains is the exam which I have to get 98 percentile, then that is not going to lead you to IIT. Our ultimate goal should be JEE Advance. That is something which you should put it inside your head. If your board exams becomes weak, it's simple, guys. Your JEE exams, both mains and advance, will suffer. There is very rarely a case, unless you are fundamentally strong, you have been preparing for a long time, that's a different story. But boards are weak, you will see both exams will suffer. So don't ignore boards. Don't take it very light-hearted, because JEE students have this common tendency to, ignore boards totally, or look down upon boards very much. That is a wrong move. Sometimes the JEE mains is weak, and if that is weak, you will see the effects in JEE advance. You will see cracking JEE advance becomes very difficult. You will see that clearing the cutoff might also become challenging. And if your JEE advanced is bad, or JEE advanced you are not able to solve those kind of questions, or if it is not prepared properly, then you will see that you might probably reach till JEE advanced level. You are not able to pass those minimum cutoffs for physics, chemistry, or maths, and getting that seat in IIT becomes definitely challenging. right? So we have to make sure that our boards, our mains, our advanced, all three things are in the clear. We cannot ignore any of these things, because if one thing doesn't happen, the second thing should back us up in case of any mark that you are getting, let's say, less in, say, advance or any other examination. So my dear warriors, what should be our strategy? Let me tell you. See, everybody knows there is test cricket or there is T20. Or take the example of running race. There is marathon, there is sprint race, there is relay race. The core of all these things is that if you take the example of running race, you should be able to run fast. If you're talking about a game of cricket, you should be able to hit the ball or you should be able to bowl. But how you bowl, how you field, how you play matters depending on the nature of that particular, format, whether it is a T20 with 20 overs or test cricket which goes on for 5 days. Same way, marathon. Yes, you need a fast runner, but you should be able to have a stamina. You should be able to run for a very long time as compared to delivering insane amount of power for a 50-meter sprint. Same way, guys, mains and JEE Advanced or boards, yeah, the syllabus are roughly similar. It's almost NCERT. Yes, there are concepts. Yes, there are derivations. Yes, there are formulas. Yes, there are reactions. But how deep you go, how much you are expected to solve, how many questions, what nature of questions, that is the core difference. Understand that. Agree or disagree? Yeah, everyone. Hi, Arivaso. Hi, Tree. Welcome aboard, everyone. Yeah, Eklavya Advanced, I'll give you the details, man. Don't worry. So, first thing that is there in our head, okay, sir, fine, the formats are different. But how do I tackle this different format? One of the most challenging parts of JEE Advance, it's a 6 hours examination. And many students, I'm guaranteeing this, are not even thinking about it right now. You are just somehow thinking, let me at least solve difficult questions. You know what? I have seen this. You give many students some difficult questions. I have seen that they are able to solve it on and off. But you ask them to solve 6 hours in a stretch. I will tell you, not many of them are prepared, because you get distracted. You're not focused. You're not able to concentrate, because the pattern of the examination is very different. Second thing which I have seen is many students are so used to write an examination in a certain format that if you change the pattern little bit, if you change the type of questions, if you change the marks of the questions, suddenly you will see that they panic or they under deliver in those examinations. All this is because JEE Advance is a highly unpredictable exam. You do not know the pattern of the examination. You should be prepared for surprises. Plus, it's a long examination with a small break in between, 3 hours. These are the things you should be preparing for, not just for one day or 1 week before the exam, but right from now if you have not been doing it yet. Is that right? Yes or no, my dear students? And during my times when I wrote the exam, our examination used to start, I think, around 8 o'clock or something, or 9 o'clock in the morning, and go until 5 or 6 o'clock. We had to give 2 hours examination for physics, chemistry, mathematics separately. That was a completely different strategy. Now the strategy is paper 1 and paper 2. There are 2 papers of JEE Advance. Keep that in mind. And nobody knows how many questions will be there, what is the marking scheme, whether multiple correct will be there or not, whether matrix will be there or not, whether partial marking will be there or not. Forget students. No teacher also will know, no institute in India right now knows what kind of paper will come. You don't even know whether paper 1 will be difficult or paper 2 will be difficult. You cannot challenge IIT. If both papers are difficult, all subjects are difficult, nobody can say anything. If all papers are easy, nobody can say anything. If all papers are lengthy, nobody can complain or say anything. Nobody in India, the truth is, nobody knows anything about the paper. And that is the unpredictability of this examination, which we need to accept and be prepared for. And how do you prepare for unpredictable things? By giving variety of patterns of questions, variety models of papers, all difficulty, all easiness, all lengthiness, all calculativeness, whatever kind of questions. We should be prepared by giving these different patterns. That is how that element of surprise you can tackle, or else you will panic and your brain will freeze within few minutes. See, simple boss. J advanced, you need a lot of concepts. You need to go deeper. Like for example, uh, angular momentum is conserved. Okay, when two disks are spinning and they are placed over the same axis. Very simple question, laddu question for JEE mains. But in JEE advanced, you will not be even knowing whether to conserve angular momentum. It will not be so clear. And once you decide, or once you figure out, okay, angular momentum is conserved, it's not like, okay, I can write I1 omega 1 is equal to I2 omega 2. No, you will have to think about which axis it is conserved. Then for which axis it is to be conserved, for that you need to understand where is the torque zero. For that, where is the torque zero, you need to figure out why the forces are not generating the torque. So that is the level of detail you need to go. And even while writing the angular momentum conservation equation, it will not be simple I1 omega 1 is equal to I2 omega 2. You might have to use different formulas for different bodies before and after. And maybe that will alone not be enough. Maybe you have to use energy conservation. Maybe you have to use kinematics. Maybe some integration is there. Maybe something else only is there. So multiple chapters, multiple concepts with reasoning till the ground level. Why this? Why not this? Why this? Why not this? That is how you have to think. If you just think formulas will be enough, sir, I know all the formulas, can I crack J advance? Please don't think about J advance. That's how it is. Yes, the good part is you don't have to get 100% marks. Even with 30% marks, you generally clear the examination or get a decent low ranking IIT. With 50% to 60% of the marks, you will get a good IIT or even a good branch. So I do not know whether the paper will be 200 marks or 300 marks. So that's why I'm talking in percentages. Every year the total number of marks will change. Okay. So don't ask me, sir, out of how many marks will the paper be? I do not know that. And if somebody has told you this, they do not understand what is JEE Advanced. They are chumma telling you something. Okay. Next important thing is obviously interlinking of the chapters. Suddenly capacitor question with gravitation. Two different concepts. Electromagnetic waves suddenly coupled with some spring mass oscillation. Any random thing can be coupled, interlinked, sometimes even in chemistry, physical chemistry with organic, organic with inorganic, maths, any chapter, 3D with complex numbers with vectors, anything can happen there. So be prepared for those interlinks. And you have to prepare for those kind of questions. If you're just doing chapter 1, these questions, chapter 2, these questions, no. See, there are many books which have interlinking questions where you have to literally open up your mind. And yes, accuracy will matter, because I'll tell you, you're not solving many questions, but whatever questions you solve, you are spending time, no. So if you're spending, let's say, 10 minutes on a question, after doing all that nonsense, you are getting a wrong answer, it is a waste of time. So that is why accuracy will matter. Many people think only in mains accuracy will matter. No, in JEE Advanced it matters more. In fact, you might have negative marking, even in multiple correct, even in match the following, God knows. Sometimes extreme high negative marking, -2 marks, +4 marks. So that is crazy. So be careful. And patience will matter, because it's a 6 hours long game. It's not like within 1 hour I got bored, sir. I chilled out a little bit. Sir, after 3 hours, my patience goes off. Gone, bro. Then what will you do in the next paper 2? Many kids do very well in paper 1 and very bad in paper 2 because of patience. Is that clear, guys? All right. Next important thing is that, yes, many students do this common mistake. They focus on April attempt so much that by the time JEE Advanced comes, barely a month close, you're not used to solving JEE Advanced questions. So from now on only, please start solving JEE Advanced questions. If you want, I will conduct a couple of sessions for JEE Advanced. You want me to do that? Please comment below. Next important thing, like I said, depth, especially in physics, is required. In fact, your board preparation helps you with the derivations. So at least 12 standard derivations, go through it, because anyways you are preparing for boards, isn't it? So don't ignore derivations. It might come in boards, it might not come in boards. That's a secondary thing. But go through all the derivations, because they build. For maths also, same thing. Okay, derivations of theorems and properties. Next, if you are not able to handle very new kind of questions, Like especially in maths, I have seen new models, even in mains, very new kind of questions come, manipulations are required. So that you should be used to, especially for maths, because you will always see some new technique, some new angle, some new strategy has to be used, and that will help you to solve the questions faster, or else it will not click only that what has to be done. How to even start with the first step, you will be stuck in mathematics. So try to see all, as many possible manipulations, strategies, models of questions, especially in maths, and don't just say, oh, this. See, if you look at the solution, no, it feels like, okay, this only. Fine. But bro, why did that step come? Why did that manipulation happen? Why you use this only? How did that person who wrote that solution think about it? That is important. Okay, after this step comes. If that is your approach, that is useless. Okay, because seeing a solution and understanding a solution is very easy. Why that is happening is difficult, and not many kids go with the why. How many of you think why the solution is like that? Please let me know. How many of you just go through the solution if you are not able to solve it, and they're like, okay, now I understood, this is how you have to do it. This is how you have to do it is not the answer. Why you have to do it, how you have to do it, when you should not do it, these are the things you should be answering yourself. Agree? Yes. So remove that fear by solving many unfamiliar questions, guys. That is especially important in maths. And do some combination questions, especially in chemistry also. Because if you're just doing physical separate, inorganic separate, it's time to move over that and look at interlinking questions. Okay. So physics, you will see a massive gap between the level of questions. You will see mains physics. Yes, it was difficult this time, but still JEE Advanced is much more difficult. You will see a massive gap. Maths, you will not see so much of a difference. Yes, there will be difference, but not very massive, because maths questions are in general difficult. But this year, maths level was slightly easy than the last year's. So, or last to last years. So, if you the last to last year papers or last year maths mains papers, you will see they will come closer to the JEE Advanced level. That's what you will see. Chemistry, yes, a lot of memory based things are there, a lot of physical calculations are there, a lot of manipulations are there, and the statement based questions, how you interpret it, all those things, mechanisms will definitely matter. Okay. Chemistry is difficult, but not very difficult. That's what I've seen in general. Now, I want everybody to focus on your boards along with the JEE mains. Focus on the derivations, especially in maths and physics both. In chemistry, go through all the reactions, all the reagents, whatever it is. Okay, inorganic chemistry also, all the reactions, again, periodic table, everything, basically all the properties. It should be there at your fingertips. Don't think memory is not important. That is a wrong concept. Memory is very important for JEE Advanced. Apart from memory, your strategy thinking, logical brain also matters. Okay. And please understand that just learning the formulas will not help you in your JEE Advanced or in JEE Mains. It will help you with your boards, but that is needed for you to build that confidence in your board exam, so that peacefully you can then study for JEE Advanced. All right. Now, I want all of you in the next couple of days, what you are going to do when you are preparing for boards, don't just prepare for boards, also prepare for JEE Advanced. So, say for example, you are solving maybe some chapter number 3 of chemistry. See, whichever chapter number 3 of chemistry for our 12th boards, same chapter in JEE Advanced, practice relevant questions. Don't be out of touch of JEE Advanced. Don't be out of touch of JEE Mains. They have to go on together. No, this period is not a blank period for JEE. This period has to be used for JEE, for boards and advanced. All the 3 exams, mains, advanced and boards, have to be done together. You can use PYQs, or you can just use some random book which you've been using, right? It could be your coaching material or specific JEE Advanced material, whatever it is. And don't think about, sir, should I solve 100 questions per day? No. I'm telling, even if you are doing 3 questions or even 10 questions of JEE Advanced per day, that is good enough, man. I mean, 10 questions is a good number when board exams are going on. Think about it, because those 10 questions will easily take away 1 hour to 2 hours of your time. But if you're thinking on those lines, your brain is active and it is not idle, or else you will get into that rote learning mode or memory mode for the next 2 months, and coming back to JEE level will be very difficult after March. So continue that trend. And more importantly, for JEE Advanced, it's not just solving a question, it's also how that question can be asked as a match the following. Think like that. How this question can be asked as assertion reason, or single correct, or multiple correct, or sometimes some single correct questions are there, but if you put some good options over there, it will become a very good multiple correct question. Yeah, so you have to think about that. What will happen if you get questions on integer type? So this is how you have to practice for JEE Advanced. Just getting the answer is not important. Pattern of the questions is also very important. So every week, one board style question paper. Every week, one JEE Mains mock test for your April attempt. Every week, one JEE Advanced problem solving, I'm saying, not mock test, problem solving session, like a good session, 3-hour session. Do it and revise every day. Revise every day, or keep one day for revision. Maybe one day for revision might not be feasible. So you can do one thing every day after 10 o'clock till 11 o'clock before I sleep. I'm going to revise whatever I have learned, whether it is boards, mains, or advanced. Okay, just do that, guys, till April attempt. You will see a massive improvement in your mains performance. You will be wondering, sir, I was preparing for advance. How come my mains marks increased? How come I was able to balance it so well? You yourself will be surprised. And from thereafter, picking it up for advance will be much, much easier for all of you. Okay. So, three elements which are most important for JEE Advance. What is going to happen? Nobody knows. How many marks, what pattern, what nature of difficulty, model of question, nobody knows. Unpredictability is the first big differentiator in JEE Advanced. Second important thing is stamina, patience. It's like a marathon which you have to run for 6 hours. So be prepared for it biologically, mentally, physically. Third important thing, deep learning. It's not surface or superficial learning. You have to go very deep, critically. You have to understand why things are being done. If you do these three things, you will see a massive jump in your JEE Advanced preparation, and you will see that you will crack IIT within the next 3 months from February to May. All right. So if you want help for your JEE Advanced, we have the Eklavya JEE Advanced 2026 batch, where all the teachers themselves are IITians. They themselves have produced, top-notch ranks in JEE Advanced, not just last year, but since many years. Many of their kids have got top 2-digit All India ranks, and they themselves have been preparing the material, assignments, test papers for the Eklavya JEE Advanced batch. So this particular batch starts now, and there are more than 100 plus hours of classes in the next couple of months, more than 100 of hours of testing, more than 2,500 questions without test questions being included. And if you take test questions, more than 3,000 questions you will be solving in the next couple of months. And these are JEE Advanced questions. So understand, 3,000 questions is not a joke considering the advanced level, because each question takes a lot of time and practice and, a lot of effort. So this particular batch, guys, the link is there in the description box. It comes along with the Rank Accelerator books. These books are specific JEE Advanced material for physics, chemistry, mathematics. The hard copy of these books will be couriered to you. This has topic-wise and chapter-wise curated questions along with solutions and answer key. So you don't have to look for, sir, for chemistry, which book do I use? For physics, which book do I use? This set will be couriered to you along with this particular batch of, JEE Eklavya. So the link is there in the description box. Please join the Telegram channel. The link is there over here as well. You can scan the QR code. I'll just open up the video and I'll just show it to you where it is. Just go down over here and you will see Eklavya JEE Advanced 2026 batch. Click on this particular link. Yeah. And that will open up. You can see right now, because the offer is going on. So usually the price was 20,000 rupees and all of that, 22,000 rupees. Now you can see insane offer because of Republic Day. So 5,999, 6,999. This is the combo offer which will give you the books. So a batch worth 20,000 because of Republic Day is being sold at 6,999 with the advanced rank accelerator book. Okay, physics, chemistry, maths, yes, the batch will be in pure English, so you don't have to worry about it. You can see what students have told again and again in the past couple of years. And yes, whatever I have told you is mentioned over here. Who are the teachers? These are all the top teachers themselves from IIT and producing IITians for a very, very long time. All right. And yes, there is also scholarship which will be given depending on how you are scoring in your JEE mains. So that amount will be refunded back to you once your scores are going to come out. So don't wait and waste your time. Enroll. If you are eligible for a scholarship, the amount will be refunded accordingly. Okay. So don't worry about it. Yes, you can see the scholarship details are also there. Okay. For refund, once your final JEE mains results will come in April or whenever. Got it? Understood, guys? All right. Cool. So see you very soon, and I hope you are going to practice JEE advanced problems, keeping those three important pointers in mind. Okay. This was your Captain Shreyas signing off. Bye bye.